Good morning, togglers. Today we're going to take a look at Hanesbrands, a company that probably many of you know quite well. And in particular, we're going to take a look at how momentum could be powering the stock to about a 10% gain over the coming weeks and months. As you can see here, actually, Toggle has had a couple of insights specifically for this name that suggested that there could be some upside. Actually, most of them remain active, hovering of this. You can see that we're still on track for this. But today we're going to focus on this one in particular to see what exactly about momentum has Toggle discovered that suggests there could be upside for this particular stock. As you already know, we begin always by looking at this chart just to see what a 10% increase would actually look like. So it would take the stock from 1868 to 2046 within this confidence interval, which represents the range of past outcomes. So it gives you a sense of when momentum was as positive as it is currently on a 6-month basis for this particular name. This is what the range of outcomes typically look like for this stock over the coming months and weeks. Now, what you also don't want to see is the stock price dipping outside of the confidence interval and below the red line, because if that were to happen, it would really suggest that the driver that Toggle is highlighting is not correct, and so something else must be driving the price instead. Looking at it, why it might move, this is a good way to show you how far back some of these relationships go between momentum and subsequent price performance. In fact, it goes all the way to early 2010. So you really have a very solid number of previous experiences that suggest that whatever momentum as it is now is on the verge of recovering, has turned positive. That's historically the price also rallied. Looking at the past performance in particular, here you can see the scatter plot of all of the returns in the 3-month post momentum reaching the same level as it's reached now. And you can see that predominantly they are positive. In fact, many of them are quite a bit more positive than the 10% of the median outcome suggests in this particular insight. And more importantly, the downside was quite measured compared to the upside. So you're looking at easily a 1-to-3 or a 4-to-3 ratio in this. And had you invested $1 in each one of those previous episodes, you would have ended up with almost $4 of profit across this, just to give you a sense of the robustness of this pattern. This is as much as we have to say on Hanesbrands today. In the daily brief, which by now, for those of you who subscribe to it, should already be in your mailboxes. For those of you who don't, you can sign up easily on toggle.global. Anyway, we discussed the possible coming of regulation and changing environment for cryptocurrency. So definitely take a look. I think it'll be an interesting read. This is our daily market relevant content that hopefully sparks some interesting ideas for all of you to take a look at something that maybe otherwise you would have missed. Otherwise, if you'd like to see more of these videos like this one or subscribe to our YouTube channel, we try to break down the barriers between you and the wealth of fundamental data out there just to help you narrow and zero in on some of the interesting stocks that are worth paying attention to and highlight some of the drivers that could be powering them higher or lower in the near term. Thanks for your attention, and we'll see you again tomorrow.